Hello, this was my MPhil classroom. This was here that in 1977 I started my studies on Kerala's development. In this classroom, eminent scholars like Dr. K.N. Raj, Professor Vaidyanathan, T.N. Krishnan, I.S. Gulati, Professor Krishnaji, all taught and lectured on many things, and among others, the Kerala's development process and its lessons. When I came to Center for Development Studies in 1977, well, the talk of the center was this book, Poverty, Unemployment and Development Policy, a report prepared by Center for United Nations on Kerala's development experience. What was the unique thing about Kerala's development experience that this book tried to document? Well, here was a state which was poor. It was not rich even by Indian standards, but nevertheless, it provided education, healthcare, housing, public minimum food, and so on to all its citizens. You had the highest literacy. You had lowest infant mortality. You had the longest life expectancy in India. And this came to be later known as the Kerala model, though this book never talked of Kerala model. But it attracted worldwide academic interest. How was it possible for a poor region in India to achieve standards which are more nearer to developed countries rather than most of the underdeveloped countries and other states in India? Now, this book provided some insights into this historical process. This was a success of policies for redistribution. You have collective bargaining leading to higher income, higher wages. You have land reform leading to redistribution of assets. You have public distribution ensuring minimum food to everybody, housing for all, and so on and so forth. And social provisioning of public health through a series, widespread, hospital system or public education. So much so, the quality of life of ordinary citizens was relatively very high. Kerala could ensure a life with human dignity to every one of its citizens. Now, Kerala sent a message, very strong message, to internationally and nationally. And what is it? It is possible to provide a decent life to everyone at this present level of development. You don't have to wait indefinitely for the growth process to peak and then the benefits to trickle down to every citizen. No, today you can ensure decent life to everybody. And that's the big lesson of Kerala. And in this series of small talks, I shall give a narrative, slightly personalized, my involvement in the theory and practice of development process in the state, with a historical perspective about the evolution of this regional economy and society, the present challenges, how Kerala is trying to meet these challenges so that you conserve the rich legacy of development. At the same time, keep moving forward, providing perhaps an alternative development story, development policy. That's my intention. I shall be back to you after a week.